YouTube channel's point to go.
I hope so. Oh, God.
Oh, God, no.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, look. It went live right away.
Yeah.
Although it's still saying my internet connection is still sketchy as hell right now. So
that's your warning, people. Dennis might just
let's
disappear.
hope that that's not the case. Yeah. Right now. So
that's your warning, people. Dennis might just disappear. Hey, I heard me talking.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, we got rid of you talking. Don't worry about it.
Okay. I'll try not to worry about
I'm prepared for the stream. Shut your face.
it. None of us are prepared for the stream. Don't worry about it.
Just for shout out to Black Frost and Infinite.
Hey, guys.
What up?
If I watch this, I'm going to want to buy one. Yeah, see? You probably will.
Yeah, probably. Seems likely.
She pretty. That's why I got this close up. Because, yeah,
Because I did not.
Yeah, that's okay. What was the name for the pattern?
Your audio is going all funky there, Joe.
Oh, really? Weird.
Yeah.
Okay. Is it okay now?
Yep.
Oh, we lost Dennis. Oh, then he's back.
Hey. Oh.
Hello.
Hey.
Pixely, but he's here.
I'm on top. I'm never on top.
How's it going?
We can fix that. We can put you on bottom. There we go. There. Now Paul's on bottom again. All is right in the world.
There we go.
Wow. Still unstable over here.
We'll try to
that's
do
so good.
the best we can with your crap internet connection.
Indeed.
Hey, Justin.
That seemed pointless.
Rude.
Ben, glad you could join us.
So as you can tell, this is an ultra high energy stream tonight. We're just banging off the walls. Everyone's raring to go. Full night of sleep. Well rested.
Yeah. Not hiked 42 kilometers.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, what the hell are we talking about tonight, guys? Could it be the beautiful Benchmade that's up on screen right now?
It might be.
It better be. We took a bunch of pictures. Yeah, a little bit.
I'm a little bit surprised. The thumbnail actually matches the stream, so you know.
Yeah. You never know, do you? I actually noticed this time we're going live, so you know, don't expect me to make a habit out of it or anything.
Success is still success.
Even if it's accidental, you know.
I'm pretty sure I have like a thistle in my finger or something.
Dude, I've had like I don't know if it's a glass splinter or just such a small metal splinter I can't see it, but all day just a burning right in here. I hate it.
Yeah. All of a sudden right in the tip of my finger.
Oh, those are good. Yeah. Fantastic. Especially when they dig themselves into a callus and you can't get them out after. Yeah, it's fantastic.
Yeah. Should be fun.
So, yeah. What are you carrying there, Joe?
Oh,
yeah. What are you carrying?
Me?
Well, unless you're hiding something from us.
Well, from Paul. I think you know which one this one is.
Oh, probably.
It's okay. I'll just throw it up. Over the last little bit, I've been enjoying a new to me knife, although also somewhat freshly discontinued, I think. It's a real steel. The Epon, I think.
Neat.
The Iku? I have the box here with the name on it. But it's my first dedicated top flipper.
Very nice.
Yeah, it is Ippon, Ippon, in Coyote Brown. They made a couple different variations, but Paul, take a look at that flipper tab. Pretty,
The fuck is
pretty-
happening there?
pretty fucking weird, right? So yeah, it's a
All right.
dedicated
Alright.
top flipper, not a back flipper, not a front flipper. It's a top flipper.
It's the shark fin.
Yeah, a little bit. Just it
Absolutely.
this knife is a glorified prison shank, but I love it dearly. It reminds me of a James Williams design for obvious reasons.
Yes,
Um,
absolutely.
And I think so. This is my second real steel. The other one being the Griffin, which is also a discontinued model. But unlike the Griffin, this one is using M690. I think this is my first knife in this blade. And I gotta say, I've really been liking it so far.
What's the blade steel in this guy?
Oh, did that not come through? N690.
Oh, nice. I'm sure it came through. I was just not paying attention because my brain is mush.
No, that's okay. Dennis is back. Oh, kinda, maybe. Oh, he's trying to be back. He's trying so hard to be back.
So two-tone G10 too, eh?
Yes,
I dig that.
it is. Yeah, it is multi-layer. I'm trying to see. I guess by the lock bar, it's probably the easiest to get a good shot. But yeah, I'm always impressed when companies are able to cut down
Dennis
to a
is
specific.
moving again.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can hear him yet.
I
Oh, there we
think
go.
I'm back.
Okay.
Yeah,
Good stuff.
I hear noises.
Jesus, good Lord. Yeah, I missed. Anyway, half that. I knew Joe already owned that knife. I played with it. So,
Yeah. This was one that we picked up when we were in Toronto.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Had it at 2 different conventions before I ever had it at home, so that was funny.
That is pretty funny.
um,
You or me there, bruh.
well, I was in the woods this weekend with Paul. Am I still here? It's
You are still there,
I
yeah.
hopefully. I might as well go while I'm still connected.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Um,
Give her.
but also a new to me, also new to Paul. But I brought out with me what I picked up in Toronto. So I was carrying that on and off throughout the weekend.
What was that?
There it is.
I don't know.
Let's take a second.
So it was the Boker Bark Beetle, is what it's
Okay.
called.
All right. Very cool.
Sorry, guys.
Yeah, no worries. What is it? What am I looking at? Steel wise, that's obviously my Carta handle.
That's my card to handle with 1095
Nice.
with I'm not sure, Rockwell.
Okay.
58-ish, something.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, I got a weird side pocket in the Under Armour hunting pants that I have,
Okay.
and on and off there, it was stowed away into that little side pocket.
So I was gonna make a whole to do about the haha, I was sneaky and carried a knife the entire weekend and you had no idea. And then you fucking did it to me.
Well, you know.
Yeah. I dig that.
So touche,
Well-
sir, touche.
That is a sweet little bird knife.
Yeah, and as
Like
far
golden dragon.
as like size in hand, yeah.
Yeah.
Nice,
I dig
nice
that.
little boning. Yeah, seemed appropriate for hunting grouse, which
Absolutely.
some of us were more successful than others, but
Oh shit.
Oh, shots fired and maybe some shots missed.
eh,
Also, yes.
yes to all of those things. Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
I just gotta be the smart ass.
All right. So I had this whole thing that I was going to do where I was going to be like, You know, Dennis thinks I carried this knife in the woods, and I was gonna pull out my Nordic Ika, if Joe could put that up.
I can. Here it is. Yeah.
I made claims early on in the weekend that I was only bringing this and my Trailmaster out, but I lied, and I brought something else out,
How
which
dare you, sir?
I don't know that you know that I even have.
Well, how dare you, sir?
Indeed.
But I'll make up for it later on this evening. So,
Tell me, does that look familiar?
well, it does look familiar, but probably not in the S90
I was
variation
gonna say, does it still look
that
familiar?
you currently own.
Indeed. If you want to throw up the double picture, I guess.
Yeah.
Oh, I cut out.
Yeah.
I cut out.
Nope.
Did I?
I'm back. There you go.
Oh, there you go. So yeah, I picked up a PPT in S30V.
Oh, it's all matchy. Look at you go.
Right?
So you have
I
the
thought it
better
turned out
version.
all right.
So you needed to buy the worse version.
Yeah, exactly. I had the best one, so I needed both.
And you notice that the milling is done in the exact same way on those knives.
It's identical on both. Yeah,
Yes.
absolutely it is.
Same CAD file
Interesting.
was used, probably.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
So I will say I didn't bring both of these out. I brought this guy out, and I did get one picture in the woods.
Yes.
Well,
you
a
did.
couple pictures in the wood, but I sent one to Joe.
That'd be this guy. I suppose if you're gonna lose one of them, may as well be the slightly more replaceable version.
Sure, I literally had it zipped up into a pocket the entire time, except for this picture and another picture that I took. A couple of the
Well,
pictures I took.
It's not bright orange. You aren't really at any risk of actually losing it.
Exactly, right? I realized I got home and I hadn't checked at all to see if it was in my pocket until I got home, and I was like, yeah, it's still there.
All right, that's good. Glad it was.
Yeah, I realized at the last second. But yeah, PPTs, because they're the best Spyderco.
Don't
that's
like
what I
that.
thought.
Don't like that.
You know what? I don't care. I will agree with people on the handle. It may not be to everybody's cup of tea, but you put that blade in most of their handles, and I think it would excel. And I want it in more things.
The blade is quite nice. It's one of the better interfaces they've had for a Warncliffe type blade.
Yeah. Also, when I was complaining, Dennis, about getting a finger sore from flicking so much and saying it was my smock, it was my smock, but it's also this. Both of them use the same thingy.
Yeah. How's that working out for you?
It's healed up over the weekend. I wasn't really able to flick it, except for one moment in the woods when we were hunting where you guys all split off from me, and I stood there for about 30 seconds flicking it like an asshole, and then I put it away.
Look, it's like those. It's like steps. You need to get those flicks in.
You know, got to make sure I still know how to do it.
Did I forget in these intervening 12 hours?
It's been an entire day.
Wow, that's cool.
It may or may not have been part of a Wombo combo that I got from a good friend of ours.
Nice. Yeah, this was also one that I picked up in Toronto that
I dig that.
Well,
I dig them both, actually. They both have that same kind of shanky blade.
I'll let you check it out tomorrow. I was going to work on the edge secretly, but that never happened. So
That's fair. I bet they both make awesome steak knives on top of everything else.
Yeah. I didn't show you before the blade stock on this thing. It has a very nice distal taper on it.
Absolutely it does.
So yeah, it definitely cuts. It's fun.
All right, enough preamble. We're here.
On to the Benchmade.
On to some pretty shit. Yes.
Indeed. All wibbly and wobbly.
We should probably get some specs out of the way. This is the 945, right? 945
There's a
22.
945.
I
think
just
it's
forget.
2-1.
221. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did send that correct. Nice.
The couple of things that stand out here. Here's one of Paul's shots.
Specs wise, it's 945 specs. Well, maybe not the weight, but everything
Nah.
else about it is 945 spec, right? So
Weight's 2.24 ounces. How does that compare to a standard 945?
No idea.
Fair enough. I remembered to snapshot this knife specs, and I totally forgot to look at the comparable option specs. But you are getting some. I think it's fat carbon. Yeah, it's fat carbon. Arctic
And
Storm.
aluminum.
Yeah. Anodized.
It-
Aqua anodized bolsters. They're calling it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which I'm actually happy to say that they've came pretty damn close to color matching the hardware, the thumb stud here to the bolster, because that would have pissed me right off on a gold class
Yeah,
if they
absolutely.
if they didn't make it match. It was like it's either that or it's the gold that matches the backspacer on this thing. It's
Yeah.
got to be one or the other, and I'm glad they matched it. And the name for the Damas steel, this particular pattern. No, it didn't make it into my notes here. I just copied right off of Benchmade's website, so I don't actually have the name here.
it's Aegir. Aegir.
Think Ager. It's all like
Angry
Norse,
pattern
right?
blade.
It's inspired from Norse mythology,
Yeah.
taking cues from
Oh,
The
cut
old
out.
wibbly wobblies. But Vikings are famous for them.
the Wibbly Wobblies.
Yeah,
There's all wibbly wobblies in that blade. It wibbles and wobbles all over the place.
it does, yes. So other than that, it's basically identical in construction, save for the backspacer, which is actually a floating backspacer.
We're just gonna say a quick goodnight to Black Frost. He is tapping out, which I don't blame him.
Yeah, that's
I
fair.
feel that in my soul.
Have a good night. Thanks for joining for the brief period.
This black and blue though is delicious.
So the contrast is pumped up a little bit. The overall brightness in this shot was actually reduced just to highlight the construction here because it looked a little odd in my viewfinder in regular tones. Like, to give you an idea, I think I have a shot of the centering here. We'll pull this one from the back. This is more natural lighting.
Pull it from the back, Joe.
But because it is, yeah, exactly. But because it is that 24 karat, I think it's 24 karat, or is it the 14 karat?
24.
Oh yeah,
I believe.
I was gonna say it's a pretty rich gold color. So because it's that plating, it really does shine quite a bit. This is kind of an amalgamation between the 945 standard construction, where it's pillar construction in the back, versus the
940.
Yeah, thank you. The 940 that has the titanium backspacer. That's that texture.
Yeah, I love these kind of floating backspacers.
It's a nice touch.
You can still blow the dust out of your knife real easy, but gives you a little bit of extra pizzazz,
It's a little bit of jazz,
Yeah,
It's good.
I want some bouge.
So the one thing about this I will say is in some of the photos that you saw, the backspacer almost looked like it was going to be like a ropey style pattern. Yeah. Like some sort of, I don't know, velvet curtain theater, blah, 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 with the gold twisty robe, gold kind of strip like that. So when I saw it and it was just the like Stegosaurus backspacer, although hovering, kind of cool, whatever type of thing, I was a little bit disappointed that it didn't end up being some sort of cooler pattern on the backspacer.
I was expecting this, so I wasn't disappointed. But I can understand if you were expecting it to be twisted like that, because that does sound fucking beautiful. You know what I mean? Like that would have made this piece just that much nicer.
As soon as you start talking about twisty wire, I think about all the decorative elements you see in like Renaissance stilettos with wood handles, and you get like the twisted wire that goes into the fluting of the handle. That's kind of where my mind went. Like, yeah, that would have been pretty hot. Just having a little bit of that kind of pattern going around the inside.
Absolutely.
Yeah, but
So
but this does make more sense just given how the 940 originally had that textured backspacer. This makes more thematic sense.
This might be
more
my favorite.
sense, but I mean, it's gold class. You could take
Yeah.
common sense out the window and
You could.
Yeah, you're not wrong. Oh,
Oh.
he's gone. Bye.
Yeah. Oh, maybe not. We'll see. He might slingshot back.
What I was going to say in the meantime is this is the first time that this style of carbon fiber has really done it for me.
Really?
Where it's carbon fiber with something else mixed in like that. Yeah. I like other stuff that's like been dyed, like the 850 with its blue carbon fiber,
Right.
or even what's the one with the green?
Oh. The
That one's
640?
grown on me. The 640. That one's grown on me over time. Hey Dennis,
Right.
welcome back. What were you saying?
Hey, yeah, I'm in and out. I mean, kind of like my own sanity and consciousness after the 40 kilometers, 45 kilometers, whatever kilometers that we hiked over this weekend hunting. But yeah. Anyway.
But yes, very bougie.
Justin's singing in chat, and he's upset that we're not dancing along. But I don't know the song,
Oh, yeah.
the tempo.
Oh, I see. Sorry. Sorry. Not on stream. Not for this video evidence. You have to catch me at a karaoke bar. You won't catch me at a karaoke bar. Not singing anyway. So I like multicolored carbon fiber. I really do. The fat carbon stuff seems to be really picking up in popularity lately. I'm not really complaining about it. It seems like they have their shit together, i.e., very few voids or problems with the material itself. It seems relatively stable by reputation from other makers. Seems to be like, yeah, it's good stuff to work with.
CPM. Hello.
Oh, hello.
Sorry. Didn't
No,
mean
it's
to
all
cut
good.
you out there.
It's all good.
And I don't know if everyone even asked, but what is everyone in the chat carrying tonight?
Oh, yeah.
Because I don't think anyone did shout outs for that. But
I don't
my
think
other
we asked.
question is this fat carbon fiber stuff. And yeah, it's got its place and its time. I don't know if I'm for it or not because most of it is colored and I'm.
You
But
don't like colors.
what does skinny carbon fiber look like? Is it like this but a tighter pattern? Can I get some of that?
You're a funny man. But unfortunately, it's the name of the company, so they're probably gonna have to do like skinny models or skinny versions of some of their products. But
Fat carbon skinny jeans kind of action.
yeah, pretty much. Yeah, honestly, I'm not a huge fan of the name, but whatever. It's just a personal thing, I guess. But visually, I think it looks fine. So far, I've been throwing up photos that kind of show the bolster, but I think I had one or two here. Yeah, so this is one where it was kind of patching the life, and this was an effect it was kind of hard for me to replicate indoors.
Yeah.
But there's multiple layers of carbon fiber going in different directions, so it doesn't sparkle, but it definitely has. It's like it's almost like
it's got a chatoyance.
It does, yeah. It's almost like different facets in a gem. Not quite the same thing, but a similar sort of effect. And it doesn't look cheesy. It doesn't look really all that bad in person. This was looking from a really particular angle to get that effect.
Rave review.
Yeah,
It doesn't look
pretty much.
particularly bad in person.
Well, what I mean is it doesn't look like this constantly looking at it from different angles. This just happens to be one reflected highlight. Like,
Yeah, that's fair. I gotcha.
yeah, I think I have a.
Yeah, it's
This
sparkles.
is this is a
You're
more common view. This is a picture with the pocket clip side, which giving me a split arrow clip really. I mean, okay. Anyway, it's a gold class. I shouldn't expect anything else, but at least
It's
Osborne designed it, so I guess it makes sense on this knife. But
sub $1,000 gold class.
oh yeah, okay, because you're $100 off, you can give me a sheet metal clip. Yeah. Ugh. But
I think they should start putting proper clips on them though. Like
I think their gold classes should all come with milled clips. Honestly, for the prices you're paying, fuck.
even make one milled clip and then just sell it on your website to guys that are suckers like me. But also put on your gold class and everyone will be happy.
Yeah. But yeah, this is a pretty good representation of generally how the handle material and the colors look in just average lighting.
So I think the reason why I like this more than other stuff that I've seen is because it's more than one color. It gives you a range rather than just carbon fiber or red or carbon fiber or blue.
So kind of
I
like
can't
multi-layered stuff. Yeah, I know this isn't the best lighting for this, but
Yeah.
Do you mean kind of like this type of thing where it's like the two separate colors together, or
No, I like the fact that there's two different colors of blue in that blue
okay?
handle.
Yeah, just wanted to be specific with that. Yeah,
Yeah.
some of it is a little bit brighter and some of it's a little bit darker. It's a nice touch for sure.
Yeah, it gives you
Yeah.
a more modeled look that really looks
think-
nice.
Honestly, I think it works so well in this particular instance because the blues are relatively similar to each other. If you had like an extremely dark navy blue, like almost black, like no, not quite almost black, but you know what I mean, like a very, very, very dark, and then you had an extremely pale blue, I don't think it would work as well. I think that would look really,
No.
I think that would look kind of tacky. Yeah. This though,
Yeah.
because the colors are pretty close, yeah, I totally agree.
Yeah.
And I've seen scale material in the past that has not walked that line very efficiently, so this is pretty cool. I'm slightly disappointed by the choice of aluminum over titanium.
But you get more control over color choice that way. And if your
Ex-
thumb studs are aluminum,
Yeah, and if you're hard coat
Take that
anodizing
together.
your aluminum, you're going to get a more durable anodization than you would on titanium anyway. So, that's just me being bitchy because like, oh, the regular 940's in aluminum, you should get the gold class variant in titanium. It's just
if you're smart about it and you batch dye the bolsters and the thumb studs together, you make sure that all your colors are the same too, right? Because no matter, every batch will have the same color to itself, even if they're not the same color across the whole line.
I imagine that's I would hope that's what they're doing. At least for this run. For this model. But yeah.
Do we want to throw any shade at the fact that it took until September almost to get this thing?
Well, yeah, that's part one of my big negative complaint.
Sorry, I didn't mean to jump the gun on your.
No,
No, that's okay. We might as well talk about it.
We should talk about the negatives because we've already reviewed the 945 in the past, right? So it makes sense.
Yeah.
So what's your Dennis? Give us your hot take.
So when did it come out? Like not a month ago, 3 weeks ago, something.
Yeah.
Maybe
End of August.
Anyway, I may or may not still be here. I'm not
You're back.
sure.
You're
You
here.
weren't.
Yeah. Your video is a little.
I don't. Yeah. Okay. No, the big thing was, it took them that long to get it out, and you're thinking, okay, taking some time. Raw materials are hard to get, whatever, and then these ones show up. And what number was on the
I want to say they were
certificate?
2100 or 2200, something like that.
Like it was over the 2000 marker on when these ones came out.
Did they get a lot of pre-orders? Maybe.
And Yeah, maybe they did. But not that long ago, they were putting knives out in March, April, May for gold class stuff. And they might have only had a 200 marker
Yeah.
or whatever it may be, right? So I don't know.
100-day wait.
To have 2000, 2200, whatever, and not have those release unless the pre-orders are
You're gone.
Yeah.
oh,
You're back.
oh, maybe in and out.
I think you're back now.
Unless the pre-orders were what?
I think I'm back. I think.
You were saying something about pre-orders.
So unless pre-orders were like literally that many that they had to get those all filled for the actual release date of it, and that's what took so long.
Yeah.
But back in the day, a first production run was 1,000 pieces, and you gave out 1,000 pieces and called it a first production run.
Yeah.
So if you release 1,000 pieces and call it a first production and release it on the date you should have released it in the first place, instead of delaying it 3 times like you did with every other knife on your shelf.
Yep.
Well, it wasn't 3 times. Sorry, I'm overstepping. I think it was once, maybe twice. Maybe the immunity doesn't exist. Maybe it does.
You'll find out.
It's in a
You can
state of
pre-order it.
superstition.
I hope I get to find out. I'm looking forward to that little son of a bitch.
That'll
I've
be a-
seen it on other
that-
websites for pre-order.
It
But
will be a
not on
very fun
Benchmade.
reveal when we manage to get it.
Anyway, either way,
That I think is more a Benchmade problem than it is a knife problem. But yeah,
well, yeah, it is definitely a Benchmade problem. But the things that I have qualms with about this knife is that it took forever to come out.
yeah, that's fair. I know that raw material acquisition is a problem in a lot of instances, and we're seeing that across the industry. So I don't know how much it's been affecting Damasteel, the company, though. And my first inclination is whenever I see a quote unquote complicated project like this, is where are the points of failure? Where are the complicated bits coming from? And in my mind, the Ager blade style or blade material is a potential point of failure in terms of like supply chain. So for it being delayed multiple times, I wonder how much of that was being able to get the material in the first place, and how much of it was actually spent doing the anodization, machining the handle scales, and getting the fat carbon. Because I think fat carbon's all stateside. I don't think
Well,
there's
and
any use
then-
overseas.
You did all these cool twisty backspacers that didn't work, and then you just changed it back to the normal one and fooled everyone. I mean,
I'm
that had to cost
convinced
them
that-
money.
I'd like to see photos of that because I have no idea.
Yeah, if you got
Yeah.
photos,
There's no
graphic
photos.
evidence.
This is just me
Okay.
imagining
okay.
things during SHOT Show or something. I don't know.
Fair.
I wanted it to be. Come on. Isn't that good enough?
Sure, why not? Let's see. I got a couple size comparison pictures here. I mean, it's a 945. If you've ever seen one, you already know. But
Are we
Oh.
seeing the stripes of the Damasteel in the Benchmade logo? Seeing that too,
yep,
but in like reverse colors almost.
A little bit. A little bit.
yeah.
Neat.
It's kind of
It's
a cool.
how you
cool
can tell
effect.
the fakes. It's when you put a black light over top of them. That stands out. right?
Oh, that's how you do it.
I thought it says $50 bill around the whole outside edge. Oh, that's a,
There's a picture of the queen.
well, I guess it would probably be the king now, no? But I guess these were produced earlier.
These are American, so wouldn't it be like Ben Franklin or some shit? Wait, no, those are
Nah, fuck
Hardee's.
that guy.
He laughs. Just
Anyway, size comparisons. There's actually this is a good photo for lighting too. If you look closely at the yeah, there's that two-tone blue that Paul was talking about. That's kind of cool. Yeah, that turned up much better in this photo.
Yeah, it did.
So there it is next to the mainstays. Bug out. Dragonfly. Yeah, it's still a pretty small knife, but yeah.
You'll note in this photo that I took a Benchmade bag and laid it out to take a picture of the gold class because I wasn't putting it down on concrete.
I was gonna say, like, I appreciate the caution there. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that happened.
Yeah. Paul, you got any major complaints about this knife outside of it being holy shit, that's expensive? And yeah,
But it's not.
Uh,
It's not that expensive for Benchmade Gold class.
Yeah. It's only slightly more expensive than my bug out.
Hmm.
And that bug out's a couple years old now, so it was better times, sir. Better times.
And it glows in the dark. I mean,
It sure does. That makes it neater.
yes, it does.
I'm gonna have to take that thing out in the woods one day and get a picture at dusk with it all glowed out, and then promptly lose it.
Well, of course, it's glow in the dark, so you can easily see it. That's why you would lose it, just
Yeah.
like orange knives.
don't tell him I stole it.
Oh, I was gonna say, oddly enough, Dennis found this neat bug out
I
alone
don't
here
know
in the
how
woods.
that happens. Yeah.
Yeah.
Huh, what a
What,
coincidence.
Paul? Yeah, I don't know where he went. I don't know why he didn't come back with us. It's weird.
Found his knife though. Outspot out.
Ben wants to know how it cuts cardboard. Probably exactly like a 940.
Yeah,
So pretty well.
pretty
But don't do
okay.
it.
Pretty okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, adequately.
it's not like crazy thick behind the edge. It's not fat carbon fiber behind the edge or anything like that. But
I mean, Benchmade does a pretty good edge too. So
It's
even
not
if it's a
skinny
little
carbon
fat
fiber.
behind the edge.
But
no, it's
No.
not. The bug out is skinny carbon fiber behind the edge. I don't know if you guys saw, but the edge itself does not look nearly as toothy. By the way, that's not actually a burr towards the heel. It does look like it's reflecting some extra light there, but yeah, it's a bit more of a slightly polished edge relative to Benchmade's normal edges. I think that's just because it's Damasteel, and they must use the same sharpening equipment that they use for everything else.
That's fair.
Yeah.
I kind of wish they had put the effort in and put like a mirror polish on it. Most people that are going
Well,
to buy one of these aren't going to bother
you know.
cutting with it, so you might as well just fancy it out.
$1,000 knife. Yeah, you might want to put mirror. And Damasteel is one of those blade materials where it would actually benefit from a mirror edge, whereas like F30V, you're actually leaving some performance on the table by doing that. I think it'd be nice. Yeah.
You know, quick shout out to Alex Explosion in chat. What up?
Hello, yo.
But yeah, it even with a loss of performance, I wouldn't care because most people that are going to buy this knife aren't. What did Dick Richards say? It's for cutting angel farts.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, so I'm okay with it. It'll cut a steak pretty well.
it's been blessed by an angel.
There you go.
After a fashion.
I do like this style of like almost raindroppy Damascus, but also wibbly wobblies.
Kind of almost camo, almost topographical, kind of, yeah.
And it kind of matches even like the overall theme if you look at the handle. Kind of topographical. You can see layers, but you can also see individual sections of color.
Yeah, it's a pretty dynamic handle material, which is nice contrasted to the bolster, which is just matte, same texture, same color all the way through.
Quick shout out to Brian Moody in chat. What up,
Yo.
Mr. Moody?
Indeed.
Ben said it. Don't get me wrong; it's a pretty knife, but I feel like there's a but and a more, but there was no more. So what were you saying, Dennis?
I was just gonna say it's hard to like determine how many of the limited unlimiteds are made year to year since they came out with, I want to say it was the Gold Class Emissary was the first year that they started doing it.
Okay.
And when people try to look into how many are actually made year to year, there's some controversy on
Well,
how many Benchmade makes
it-
per model, right?
it's not like Benchmade's being particularly secretive compared to the rest of the industry, though. Like, generally speaking, unless something is slated to be a limited exclusive run of only 6,500 pieces, for example, generally companies don't say, "Oh yeah, this sprint run or this limited run was only done in this volume." Um, Generally speaking, production numbers are actually kind of hard to come by. Because I've been curious, I've looked into, all right, how many individual bug outs does Benchmade sell in a year? How many 940s do they sell, or how many Spyderco Militars are sold?
That's a trade secret, sir.
Exactly. Yeah. So finding information for these limited, unlimited, it'd be problematic at best, right?
Dick Richards lost his Para 3 in his dirty laundry. That's neat.
Lost? Like it's gone?
No, thought he lost it.
Oh.
Found it in the dirty laundry.
Oh, okay.
I also got a response from Ben as far as the butt, and it was but I would be scared to own it. And yeah,
Yeah.
it's
Oh,
the spooky thing having that much money in a knife.
I would want to EDC this sucker, he says. Yeah. Yeah. That's the nice thing about Damasteel too. Like, if you have the money to sink into a knife like this, you're gonna get still decent enough performance that yeah, you could EDC it. It's not gonna be ridiculous to maintain. Yeah.
If I won the lottery tomorrow, I would buy 2 of each one going forward.
Yeah.
And use one and save the other.
Well, and the one thing I was going to say, because I keep cutting in and out and I missed out about the whole like it coming out in September and limited, unlimited, is how much this one may or may not increase on the secondary market compared to other gold classes, because it only got released in end of August, beginning of September, whatever. And I bet you the first run of them was filling pre-orders. Half of them are pre-bought. A lot of them are starting to sell out because it was the first wave of them that came out. And how many waves are they going to have come out before January? Because they're already starting to prep their limited, unlimited of 2023, right? So whether we like this knife or not, this knife might end up skyrocketing in price compared to other limited, unlimiteds that we've seen in the past, right?
Which would theoretically depend on how many are already out in the wild, which again, we're not really going to have a good idea on. I think
no, but when you look at other things like Paul's bug out,
yeah,
what's the
February
birth date on it?
February 26th.
And the number on it?
I want to say it's 946 or something like that.
Yeah.
It's in the nines.
Not 945, huh? That would have been funny.
Yeah.
So, I mean, with that in mind, and them making it until probably October or September, something before they started prepping for the following year, you're already at thousands. Whether the bug out's a more popular model or not, I bet you collectability wise, your bug out won't flare like this thing might, where you see it for 1 year and then they're already on to making 2023 limited unlimiteds.
Mine has kind of like just slowly crept up over time. It's crept up in value.
And I think that's kind of typical for knives like gold classes from Benchmade, right?
Hint, I've seen them sell for about 1,200 American.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think not knowing how many of these are made definitely is going to add to the resale value for collectors. That's whether Benchmade is intending that or not, it's likely to happen. And because there's been so many variations of limited versions of the 940 over the years, like the Osborne family, there's an inherent desire for this type of knife in particular. So it's a series of good business decisions by Benchmade for sure. I can't fault them for that.
You're going to get this wave, maybe one more wave of them that come out. I don't think you're going to see 2 more waves of them come out before they're on to next year's model, right? So
Probably not. No.
if we're lucky, we're going to see one more wave of these things come out, and then you're on to something else. So
Yeah.
for any of the 940 boys that have trickled into the 945 collecting, because some of the 940 guys didn't have enough 940s already. So when the 945 came out, they're like, hey, I can do these ones too.
I mean, Benchmade may as well take the money,
Look,
right?
if I'm gonna buy so many 940s, I can make a flower. Why wouldn't I also buy a bunch of 945s that I can make like
Petals.
the center part of the flower?
Oh, I see. Yeah, why not? So I don't know if there's really any other negatives to go over for this particular knife. Matters of personal taste. I wish they had done something with the hardware, like done the 24 karat gold plating to the screws. I think that added contrast, especially against the carbon fiber, would have been nice.
I think the gold. I think I like the thumb stud as it is. It matches really nice, but I think gold there as well as the hardware would not have been bad.
It's been a while since they've made a access lock gold or gold plated, or
Fair enough. That would have been nice too.
even the access lock
like
as an
like the end
additional.
caps, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that wouldn't have been bad.
Was it an old Presidio that had that carbon fiber and gold?
I'm trying to think.
I don't know.
It's not the first time gold. It's not the first time Benchmade's pulled that stunt on a gold class.
Bless you. I suppose it, for the sake of longevity, maybe not the best thing to have the gold plating being done on the access bar, just because that is the contact spot. But then,
oh god, my contact spot.
Well, thanks. But then you could also argue the same thing against the thumb studs. So, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think it's wrong the way they did it, but some extra gold accents to kind of play off of that backspacer would have been nice. Whether it was just the access bar or just the hardware or just the thumb stud, any one of those things by itself would have been beautiful.
You know what would have been cool is if they had taken parts of the fat carbon fiber and done the thing that the Nakamuras did, but instead of on the thumb studs, had little circles of them inlaid into the access bar, just in the central divot area.
All right.
That would have been cool. Then I wouldn't mind the understated hardware as much.
And for the record, yeah, Joe, if you type in Benchmade Gold Class Presidio, it comes up with all the goldy. And it's not just, I think it's flame anode is what it is, but still looks nice. There's one picture that's like all Russian. It's a good picture of it.
All
on a stand.
Okay, I just found one at Knife Center. That's kind of a blurry picture. Stand, huh?
That one here, yeah, indeed.
Now, is that gold or is that gold titanium?
Well, flame anode, he said, right?
I think it's probably,
anode?
Yeah. Which probably means titanium, but
well, you could get steel to turn that color too with heat, but man, that was actually the largest photo. That sucks. I thought it was so smart looking for larger photos using Google search tools, but no. Okay, this one's actually doesn't look half bad. Okay, yeah. Yeah. Oh wait, that's one of those weird access bars where there's a central core that's threaded on each end and then the bar unscrews. You can see that there. I forgot they did those. Weird.
I think my Bedlam has an access
interesting.
That's also a nice looking knife for the
yeah, I'm into that.
Anyway, yeah. They've done goldy things.
They have. And they should keep doing those things. Honestly, that's usually my bigger complaint with some of these more understated gold class Benchmade knives is like, wow, you really could have taken that just a little bit further. But it's hard to say. Like, is that just me wanting more bougie, flashy shit? Like,
Well, of
Now,
course it is.
yeah. But is that
do you not think that this would be a response to what they did last year, where people are like, "Holy shit, what the fuck did you guys do? You put all the things on there. You put
what
too many things," and so they dialed it back a little bit this year to
maybe
try
which
and find
model?
that happy medium for people.
Which model is that again? It's just so I can throw up a picture here.
The Tengu.
Oh, right. Yeah, okay. That one was
Well,
This
this
kind
might
of.
be a
has
response.
this thing has similar. Like if you look at the specs, this kind of handle, blah blah blah, this blah blah blah, but it's not as in your facey as the
No.
Yeah.
Tengu was.
I think
They
that-
took all of the elements and they dialed it back.
I
They're
think
like, "What
it-
about now?"
I really okay, but even this blue hardware, using that blue hardware on the 945 limited we're looking, or the gold class we're looking at, like, come on, that would have been cool. I don't
Yeah,
know.
no, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that this was the wrong choice or that anything else like that, but they got a lot of feedback from a lot of people. It seems like that people didn't like the Tengu.
Yeah, I tend to think that's mostly because of how busy the material looks, though, and how contrasty it is. Because if we compare the carbon fiber they did on the Tengu here to the
Yeah.
carbon fiber they use on this knife,
And
sure,
they did
there's
two-tone on this, but it's
more
a lot.
muted. Yeah.
Yeah.
So maybe they are trying to respond to feedback, and at the end of the day, like Dennis was saying, like they made a shit ton of them within a relatively short order. I mean, it took them over half the year, but still. What I mean is
Relatively short order.
relatively short order for one order. It was just a lot. So okay, they must have sold a shit ton then. Which okay, maybe guys want gold classes that aren't quite so over the top. If that's the case, you're wrong. You should get the craziest shit you can. Come on, it's a gold class. Live a little.
Yeah, but I don't know. The Tengu was too much for me, and that's me.
Yeah, you're into some flashy shit, so fair enough.
Yeah, this is the right amount of flash. It's still
Yeah.
It's still understated.
Yeah,
We're
but if
fine.
you had got your chance to get one of those like Mokume bolstered white micarta propers,
Yeah, all day I would have. That thing's
Hell yeah.
beautiful.
and I would have called you Mr. Peanut for every time you carried it.
And I would have carried
But
it
I
with my
still have a
pinkies
monocle and a
up
top
the
hat
entire
at that
time.
point.
I would have just walked around like this all day.
Little suspenders just yes.
Yeah, holding the knife between my thumbs and forefingers on both hands.
Absolutely. Okay, I guess we could probably do final conclusions on this guy. Talked about most everything that needed to be talked about.
We've made it almost to an hour. That means we can end, right?
It's been a day. It's been a day.
Both of my drinks are done. That's my concern.
That's what that means. Yeah.
Yeah, the booze is gonna start kicking in at some point. I'm pretty sure you can see the Damascus pattern in the edge as well.
Oh,
If you
yeah.
look at it in the right light, you can actually see where the striations of different steel is.
You absolutely can.
Yeah.
I do like that you can see the texture on the aluminum in this particular shot as well. I know some of
Yeah.
that's camera grain, but it does have a very
Absolutely.
All right. Final thoughts. Final thoughts.
This may seem like a tired statement, but especially on this channel, but there ain't nothing wrong with this knife. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. It's flashy from one particular angle. It's slightly understated from every other angle.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Just like the regular 945, it feels good, man. Yeah, personally, I would make some changes, but that's just because I expect a little bit more for this price point. Even from Benchmade, I would like to see more. But if you like the 945, like Warren Osborne design language, and you want something lightweight, comfortable to carry, and just honestly gorgeous to look at, yeah, this is a great choice.
Absolutely.
I would definitely
Yeah.
spring for a deep carry clip though.
Carry a $900 Benchmade. It's a great choice. If you're
Look, if
looking
you have the
for-
money, if you have the money to be buying them, you should be confident enough to carry them. That's all I'm saying.
Yes. If you're, yeah. As a gold class owner, I don't think I'd buy another one at my current financial status. But again, win the lottery, I'd buy one just because they're bougie as fuck, and I kind of dig it.
Mhm.
But yeah,
I am going to give this knife 3/4 of an Arctic Storm.
All right.
Only because that's how much audio I actually picked up tonight. The other quarter of the Arctic Storm, I'm going to
Gone
give
to the wind.
once I've heard the playback of tonight's episode and heard what I missed out on while I was gone, cut in
so
and out of connections poorly. It'll get the other quarter eventually, but for
which
now,
quarter of the storm is gone?
oh, the calm part.
Oh, the calm before the storm. I see.
It's just craziness. Yeah,
It's just the storm, yeah.
I'll give you the calm back later.
I don't know if I want to follow that up.
Okay, Dick Richards gave it 4 angel farts out of 5, so that's my new vote. Stolen.
Really? You can't just
When does it get the
steal
fifth one?
You gotta really chase that angel for a while. Gotta get him eating chili.
Gotta chase him into the calm.
Yeah.
It requires the perfect storm, so to
It does.
speak.
It absolutely does. Oh my god. Ben is saying 9 alarm systems required to protect this out of 10. Yeah, also that. Don't come for my gold class. I will trail master you in the shins.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
a mean place. It just
Uh-huh.
It's all right. His knife's dull.
It's gonna hurt more. I have a job to do. I'm not gonna stop until the job is finished.
I guess if I have to give this a numerical rating, I'll give it a 1/2 backspacer.
Why
Floating.
are you why? Where's the other half? Do you
Oh,
get
you'll-
to see it after playback too?
No,
It's
it's
all
gone
twisty and
permanently.
ropey.
Something about that
Oh,
phrasing just
Twisty and ropey?
yeah, something a little.
Yeah, that's fair. On saying it a second time, I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
Ben is also saying like a rusty spoon. So yeah, my trail master, like the rusty spoon that it is, will attack them shins.
I don't like any of that.
No, you shouldn't. It hasn't been sharpened since September last year, and it's 01, so it definitely needs it.
Jesus, take a diamond to it. At least just put on a new apex. God damn it.
Oh, I will.
Ugh.
It even got rusty in that time, and I still haven't bothered to sharpen it. It weighs a pound. It does the job even without it being sharp. It's fine.
My grizzly cub was taking down branches faster than that bullshit was.
Nonsense.
Flip it around backwards, it would have worked better.
I was gonna say that the swedge is actually sharp in the main edge.
I guaranteed the swedge is sharper on that knife than the actual edge is itself.
Fortunate.
Yeah, it's pretty. Yeah, that's probably not how you want it to be, huh?
It could be better.
It won't take much to sharpen that. I will say that.
Oh, one's pretty easy.
Anyway,
That's it.
yeah.
And it's most of the way there.
So I guess that wraps up the discussion for the 945 unlimited gold class. It's pretty cool nautical themed knife. Yeah.
It's a really cool, not a cool themed knife. What?
Nautical? Like seafaring.
Is it nautical themed?
Well, Ager. It's like the personification of the sea, apparently.
Okay, okay. And it
Well,
is
I'm not-
Aqua for the
The
again.
Baltic Sea.
I'm caught
Yeah,
up.
yeah,
An
yeah.
Arctic storm. Mhm.
I'm up to speed.
Right.
Blue accents, the ocean, so on and so forth. It's interpretive, okay?
Like the dance.
Dance for me, 945, dance.
Shimmer, shimmer.
Unless anybody has
This one's dancing. It's a dancing 945, that's for sure.
Absolutely. What, Joe?
Unless anyone else has any last minute quick asides, other small topics they want to bring up.
No, I'm going to slowly but surely die in this corner right here.
As long as you surely die, I guess. Not great.
Apparently, Agar was the name of the boat in the new Thor movie. There was a boat in the new Thor movie?
Don't know, haven't seen it.
There was
I
a new
watched
Thor
it.
movie?
Oh, I know. There was a boat in the new Thor movie. Yeah, there is a boat in the new Thor movie.
All right, good to hear. Good to hear. Do you have a
It's
quick aside,
funny.
Joe?
Just a very quick note that I'd like to eventually get into Kalish Blades for review because those were cool and they were brought up at work today. I was like, oh, yeah,
Some which now? In the who's it?
Kalish.
Oh, Kalish.
Yeah. I still want to order some.
Yeah.
That's fair. That's fair. Yeah, do it on your own time.
That's the plan.
I don't think I had. I
I
have a
want to
couple
buy
things,
two, and that's
but
my problem.
they're backburnered things. I think we can get
That's
into them at a different point in time. It doesn't have to be tonight.
Nope, we'll cut it off here then.
Cool. We're all tired sons of bitches because we were out in the woods hiking
Oh.
kilometers shooting birds.
I wasn't. I just didn't sleep last night. That's my excuse.
I got a burb right over there that needs to be put into my gullet.
We should go do these things.
Directly into my gullet, Joe. Directly.
You
He
can.
still has the fear in her eyes.
Yeah.
Let's
I
thank
capped it.
people. Let's thank people so we can get the hell out of here.
You thank people.
Oh, but I never think. We got to keep that straight.
Yeah, I don't know how to thank people. It's true. You don't. No. Anyway.
Not on stream, I don't.
Not while we're live, at least. Thank you to the Cutting Edge for bringing this bad boy in. Tried to get it as soon as they possibly could. I think it was only a couple weeks out for Canadian boys compared to the American.
Less than a month, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. Anyway, so we got it. Thank you, Cutting Edge, for letting us play with it and review it and talk smack. A little bit of smack. Where's my golden rope, you sons of bitches? Anyway,
Just throwing golden ropes.
right. That's probably something else. Yeah.
You're probably right.
Ugh.
Sorry,
No.
Joe.
All right.
That's not. It's not. I'm sorry.
On that lovely note, go check out our Instagram page. It's
Oh yeah, right. Instagram. That's a place that exists. I'm pretty sure I looked at that profile in the last week or so.
I think the last time we had a post was stale enough that Joe could have that reaction and it would be genuine. It's just
Yeah, that's accurate. I think it was May the last time we looked.
that's some stale post. That's some stale post
I'm
right
trying
there.
to figure out a way to like just kick dirt over it like a cat. Hide my shame.
Eventually, someone needs to clean the litter box, Paul.
Yeah, that's true. I gotta. I should probably post something.
Would be good if that could happen.
Yeah. I do like that photo that you took, Joe. The one that was our thumbnail for this week. Could you send me that one?
Can do.
And also, thank you again to everyone who's contributed on Patreon. We will be giving a thank you back. It'll be a Christmas miracle. I can say it again, and it's close enough to be relative.
2023. We're
Yeah.
gonna bring it up this year, and then it'll really be true next year.
Strike home to all the avid followers that just continue to support us month
We
in and
appreciate
month
it.
out.
All of you,
Just this ridiculousness.
indeed. Oh, both the rum and mead have kicked in now. I need to go.
Well, let's just try to delay this for a couple more minutes. Joe, you got anything else? No.
Apparently, we want to see Paul die on stream. So
Oh, no, I'm just
we're gonna-
turning fuzzy and numb with the booze. That's all I'm saying.
So yeah. Thanks for joining us, guys. I think we're back for a couple more weeks.
We're not back this weekend, right? Or next weekend?
not this coming week.
We're certainly not this weekend.
Why not this next weekend? What?
I'm out of town, and I only
Yes.
probably not going to be getting back in town until at least.
Okay. So apparently bailing on
Next
next
weekend.
weekend.
But back the weekend after? That
Yeah, I
sounds
believe
accurate?
so. Yeah.
So,
I think
yeah.
we're good for a while after that. But Joe
Yeah.
sucks, you know. But
Yeah. That's pretty usual, you know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're here.
live stream from the car. Come on.
Don't
Yeah.
know if that would work.
You will also get 3/4 and 1/4 of the conversation, but it'll be a complete opposite ratio to what Dennis got tonight.
That sounds about right.
And then we can give a proper rating to the gold class. I mean, it'll be 2 episodes and a completely different knife, but still, like,
Yeah,
it's-
You'll have a conclusion.
gripping conclusion to the episode. So, oh, speaking of gripping conclusions to the episode, I will throw out one more gripping conclusion to this episode. We were talking about the tagged out here the last time we were live, blah 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 type of thing. It 100% says select edge on the box. I did look at it.
Hey,
Yeah. So closing note, we checked that out. Select edge confirmed. What that
Our egg
means,
was
whether
correct.
it's 17 or 14, is still under debate. But anyway,
nothing's been clarified.
I'm
Everything's-
okay with either one.
I'm pretty sure it's 14. Anyway, on that note, guys, let's get the hell out of Dodge. We will see you again in a couple weeks here. Have a great night. I am who I am. I'm Dennis Vipers.
I'm Joe.
And XL.ca.
Thanks once again, guys. See you next time.
Why is my internet connection working now? We're leaving and I get to talk smack as like we go silent. Like, man on a buffalo.